Oh, it's Petro Predictions. The group stage produced some absolute shocking results, and the final group matches were so exciting, and they were actually more exciting than the first knockout rounds. This knockout game, Brazil-Croatia. I think this game will be much closer than people realise. Croatia against Japan showed their experience within knockout football, how to grind out results, and that is what wins you tournament, grinding out results when you don't play at your best. Brazil have looked absolutely unstoppable, but they have lost a game and conceded a goal, so who knows? I don't see this experienced Croatian side getting past this Brazilian side, unfortunately. So I do see Brazil winning against Croatia, but in added extra time. Argentina, Netherlands, an absolute World Cup classic. They've met so many times in the World Cup. Both teams have been doing very well. It's going to be a very close match, and I see it going to penalties actually, but I do think Argentina will edge this Dutch squad. This Dutch squad is still quite an experience in terms of tournament football, whereas this Argentinian squad is kind of peaking altogether. Yes, they've got youth, but Messi is looking better game by game. Morocco, Portugal. I do think this will be a much closer game than people anticipate. Yes, Portugal are scoring goals for fun and have scored in every single game, but Morocco's defence is so solid and they've only conceded one goal, and that was an own goal. So I think Portugal will edge it though. They will get that 1-0 win, probably a very cagey game, jammy goal of some sort, but I do hope I'm proven wrong and Morocco becomes the first African nation to reach a semi-final. Final quarter-final match, England-France. What an absolute blockbuster. FIFA wanted these arch rivals to meet in Knockout World Cup. It's going to be very close. Both teams have shown they excel up front. They have scored so many goals between them two. France have conceded more often. England have only conceded in one game so far. And I think that might actually be the difference. And as amazing France's attack is, I actually see England edging France and reaching the semi-finals. It hurts to say this as a Welshman, but there's just something about this English squad that I haven't seen in my lifetime. The unity of the players, really, they can get through sticky situations, and the defence is evidently that bit better. Leads us with a meaty semi-final, South American rivals, Brazil, Argentina. That will become a World Cup classic in itself. This is so difficult to predict because they're both near perfect teams. But I think the difference will be Messi. It is times like these when you need a legendary player like him to show up. Messi proves it time and time again that he can do it. And I think Argentina will progress. And it could go to added extra time and penalties. But both teams will score. Leaves the other semi-final being England and Portugal. I think this will be a very close game. I think they're both roughly the same in all areas of the field. And I think this game will be cagier and less exciting than the other semi-final. I do see Portugal edging England in this. I think it'll be a late goal in added extra time, but it could go to penalties. And the other reason I'm edging Portugal is because, yes, both of them have good experience in knockout football, but there's something about semi-finals with England and even with Southgate, and they might just crack under the pressure, and Portugal know how to grind out results even when not playing well. And there you have it. That leaves us with two 21st century legendary players against each other in a World Cup final. Messi versus Ronaldo. Argentina versus Portugal. I know it seems almost mythical, but I genuinely think this will happen, especially in Qatar, just for Qatar to show what a great World Cup they can host. In terms of the result, both are looking really good, and it looks like in the latter stages they're getting momentum, but the way Ronaldo's, I think the friction there with the manager will impact in a final situation kind of thing, and the way Messi is just getting better game by game, and I think those two figures will literally be the difference. I see Argentina winning and winning their third ever World Cup. knockout football being unforgiving. It's really the fine little margins that make the difference, where you can produce a goal out of nowhere, controlling the pace of the game, making those tactical fouls, controlling that pace. And this comes with experience, and this was evident as it's the more experienced teams making it through. So there you have my predictions for the rest of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Who do you think will win the World Cup? Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Pedro Predictions.